first started really playing was in Cataclysm. But before that, I did try playing the game on my older cousin's account. That was way back in Classic. They just let me mess around. I had no idea what I was doing. But I remember I was playing a Night Elf warrior. So I thought, for this playthrough, I'll try to remake that warrior. So I'm just trying to make her look as similar to Emery as possible. Of course, some things have changed over the years. This is pretty similar to how I remember. Let's give her a name. I'm gonna name her that because it's similar to my cousin's real name. So, why am I making ASMR? I've been very stressed recently.
After years of imprisonment within the Emerald Nightmare, Archdruid Malfurion Stormrage has finally returned to the mortal world.
Okay.
Reunited with his love, Tyrande Whisperwind, Malfurion endeavors now to heal the corrupted world tree Teldrassil and rejuvenate the spirit of the Night Elf people. Yet as the great cataclysm shakes the boughs of their colossal tree, the Night Elves brace themselves against the coming storm. As war and destruction close in from all sides, it falls to Night Elves like you to stand strong and protect the enduring legacy of your people.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm gonna set this stuff up while I talk. So I started making ASMR because I've been very stressed, and listening to it actually makes me relax quite a bit. And I thought, hey, why not also try to make ASMR? Maybe I can also help people relax and get some sleep. So, welcome to the channel, I guess. Sorry if the recording's not that great. Again, new to this. But we'll tweak it as we go. World of Warcraft is one of my favorite games, so I thought, two birds, one stone. I can play and I can record. I'm just trying to set things up the same way that I normally have them set up. This is pretty close. Need a second window. I always have. Second window. Healing. Done. So. Oh. I have lots of add-ons. Before we do anything else, also, let's get our heirlooms, guys. For those of you who don't know, heirlooms are a Let's get a sword and a shield for now. There. Looks a little goofy, but it'll help. The balance of nature. Greetings. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, guys. I'm sorry. My purpose, Shadow Glen, is to train young warriors like you to ensure that the balance of nature is maintained. The spring rains were particularly heavy this year, causing some of the forest beasts to flourish. Others suffered. Fortunately, the night saber numbers grew too large, and they will devastate the other populations if they are not culled. Journey forth, young warrior, and thin saber populations so that nature's harmony will be preserved. Kill 6 young night sabers. Right, this is the quest that all night elves start with. I believe it's the same quest from Classic, actually. I'm not done setting up. What am I doing? Toy box. I always set up like this. This is Katie's stamp whistle. She's very, very useful. As for mounts, I have the Expedition Yak, as well as the Brutosaur. I can't use them yet. As you can see, they're all redded out because I don't have riding. But because I have so many heirlooms, I do have this. This is great. So, anyways, we only have Slam right now. There we go. We built up Rage. Oh, I don't have Auto Loot on. I knew I was forgetting something. Where is my Auto Loot? Auto Loot, there we go. Alright. I think we need to build up Rage to use Slam. Yeah, 20 Rage. So we can use it now. So, what are we going to be doing in this Let's Play? I figured we will owe a belt. Hail, though, requires level 3. Weaver Plate as a warrior. I figured that for this Let's Play, I would play through Cataclysm because it was the first expansion that I actually owned the game and played through. Now in Cataclysm I played a Worgen, but they are not exactly great for ASMR. I figured that the sound of the Night Elf's voice would be a lot more calming. I probably won't be doing dungeons because of how loud they can be. Charge, there we go. Belmont's Corruption. You seem to know what you're doing. Perhaps I can task you with something a little more important. As you may well know, the corruption in Teldrassil may not know what he's talking about. We are currently demonic thieves. So, some of you may not know, we're currently in Shadowglen, which is in Teldrassil. Now in current day World of Warcraft, which we're technically in, but not during this questing, Teldrassil is burned down. We will get to a lot of lore while I play this, but what you need to know is that Teldrassil was grown from, like, magic. This tree, even though it's huge, I mean, look at it, we're inside of it. It's massive. It was grown, though, through magic, and it's only during Cataclysm, which technically we're, like, in Cataclysm right now. It is only, like, less than 50 years old, I think. The tree was corrupted by a night elf named Xavius. He corrupted the tree with Fel, which is demonic magics, and it's been plaguing the night elves for a very long time. They thought it cleansed by now. It is not fully. There's a lot of story to go through. I will try to cover all of it. If I'm wrong about anything, feel free to try to correct me in the comments and stuff. I don't mind. I love learning the lore of this game. It's why I play it. Some of the lore is not great, admittedly, but I've stuck around this long. And I'm just here for fun. Right, we'll turn in this quest. We got some boots. Into this guy, too. Hey, another level up. Shield slam. That's pretty good. So now I guess the question is, what kind of warrior will we be playing? Well, there's three options. Protection, which is a tank role. We also have Fury and Arms, which are damage rolls. When we get to level 10, we get to choose our spec. We will go over it when I reach level 10, and then we'll decide what we're going to play. Alright, now we need to collect these moon petal lilies. I'm not reading all of the quests, as you can see. We would be here way too long, and trust me, this game is long enough without me doing that. Though, I was considering, for the purposes of this playthrough, that maybe I will download. There's a new add-on that has recently come out and being worked on that gives the NPCs voices. It's crazy what AI can do these days, but basically if I clicked on her, she said, "What brings you here," right? It would take these words and take her voice and I guess generate what she's saying with her voice. So a lot of the NPCs would sound the same, but I wouldn't have to read it all, which would be great. Anyways, we were given plate boots, so we'll put them on. Oh, do we want a title, guys? Ally of Dragons, Agent of the Black Prince, Conservationist, Ambassador. We've got Lord of the Rains, Matron, Stylist, the Exalted, person. I'm recording. That's my healer, guys. Alright, this is what charge does, by the way. Oh, or not. I guess I'll show you, like, after this. Oh, hello. Yes, thank you. Oh. There we go. Hamstrung. Perfect. Charge does this. Fun stuff, right? I didn't read what hamstrung does. Let me read that. Aims the enemy for 7 physical damage and reduces their movement speed. We'll put it like over here for now. I kind of just put things where I think I'll need them. I don't really play warrior very often. My main is a hunter. I also play druid a lot. I like me some arcane mage. I play everything really, but I don't play all the classes constantly. I think my favorite, even though my main's a hunter, is probably outlaw rogue. It replaced combat rogue, which a lot of people are mad about. I think honestly that outlaw rogue shouldn't actually be a rogue. I think it should be its own class, or that they should just add combat rogue back and have both. But I think that, oh shit, I think that they should just have like a swashbuckler class or something, because outlaw rogue is basically just pirates. And having pirates would be really fun if they had like cannoneer, and then they could have like another long range class. I think they should have a dual wielding gun class. They should have a gunslingers, but they don't. Hopefully someday. So we're killing these spiders. This fawn. She's not a fawn. What are they called again? Satyr? No. I guess she's a centaur of sorts. It doesn't really matter what we pick here because we're not going to use either of these. Now we need to kill this big boy. Shield slam him. Him again. Yeah. I don't know what this is, but it can die too. Oh, she teleported us out. Perfect. Alright. Victory rush. Strike the target, causing 20 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. That's pretty good. Usable within 20 seconds after you kill an enemy. So when I have healing abilities, I usually put it on F3, guys. I try to keep all my abilities like consistent throughout. So I'll just organize it as I get abilities. Anyways, we're going to fill this crystal vial. This magic water stuff. The Battle of Mount Hyjal, he just mentioned that. You saw it. So Drusilla is pale, the shadow. Power. Defeat of Archimonde. Yeah, okay. So what happened was, back in Warcraft 3, I think, which is before World of Warcraft, the world was invaded by the Burning Legion, and Archimonde, who was big Eridar, which are the Draenei before they became the Draenei. Draenei means exiles. But Archimonde came to try to weaken and take over the world. He's one of like the generals of the Burning Legion. And Malfurion Stormrage, who is basically the leader of all the druids and the night elves, blew a horn, and all these wisps, which are the night elf spirits, came to the world tree of Nordrassil, which on our map is over here actually. Mount Hyjal, it's up here. Nordrassil, Hyjal. So, he blew the horn, and basically the tree and Archimonde were destroyed. And then we made this new tree all the way up see actually when I zoom in how big this honkin' tree is. Anyways, we're trying to do our starting quests here to ensure the tree is not corrupted, I guess. I should read more of the quest text, I guess. Now we go to the top of the tree. Bring the filled crystal vial to Theron. Storm Grip. The top of Aldrasil. Shadow Glen. Alright. Up and around we go. This is what I was talking about the mount, by the way. It gives you a mount for having so many heirlooms that you can use at level 1. Greetings, warrior. Hello. The moonwells hold the water of the Well of Eternity, the ancient source of magic that was brought so many horrors upon this world. The druids take advantage of its properties. The sentinels revere the well as shrines to Elune. And now, even the returning highborn look to the wells longingly. So, you have heard the first part of the aftermath, the Battle of Mount Hyjal. There is much more for you to learn, and the task you have begun here will continue through the rest of your journey through Teldrassil and into Darnassus. Well, there is more I could speak to you of. The Moonwell of Teldrassil. I must send you along. Corythias, Moonrage, will be expecting you. I have poured the vial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Corythias. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar, not Dalaran, that's very far away. Follow the road south from Aldrasil out of Shadow Glen and continue to follow the cobblestone as the road turns west. Mind you stay on the road though. Arana, there are dangerous beasts in the forest. Late. He gives us this little snowfall thing, and now we get to have an achievement actually. It's called Going Down. All night elves usually get it right around here because it's to fall down and not die, basically from a high up place. And this quest allows you to easily get it. Ta-da! Going down all 65 feet without dying. So, now we're going to another village within the tree. There are multiple villages and a major city in this tree. It is massive. And as I mentioned, this tree no longer exists, guys. That happens in Battle for Azeroth, which is one of the newer expansions. Alright, here we go, this guy. He's got a quest for us, we'll take it. We're gonna get another delivery the way. We discovered Teldrassil even though we were sure. So, in Battle for Azeroth, the tree was burned down like right at the beginning by Sylvanas Windrunner, who is a undead blood elf, or I suppose high elf actually. Why she burned down the tree, I couldn't tell you honestly. The writer's kind of this guy, sorry, he's a satyr demon. The writers kind of had I don't know, they kind of spazzed out, and made some really questionable choices with a lot of the characters. And a lot of people are very mad. Blizzard had they had a lot of change of who's running what because of a lot of very unsavory accusations that many proved to be true. So, hopefully now the game is on better track. Or you? Oh, I thought that was a human. It's another player. We're gonna take these quests all around here. Might as well. Oh, look. Rock sand. Priest. Let's hand in the quest that we had. Innkeeper. Hello. This is your delivery from the guy down the road. Oh, I have to choose a road. Here we go. We're about to level again. Maybe we'll learn another ability. This was the other quest we have to hand in. Or no, this is one of the ones we just got. No matter their level. Shield block. Raise your shield, blocking all melee attacks against you for 6 seconds. That's pretty nice. That will stop a lot of damage from getting us. Now we'll give him stuff. I see. You were sent here by Theron. Then 10 Theron. By 10. Well then. It would seem we have much to talk about, much to do. Before we get to the task at hand, you should take in the lesson of the Moonwell. Let me tell you more. The task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the Moonwells of Teldrassil, and their Moonwell must be replenished from time to time. Using these specially crafted vials, you can collect the water of the Moonwells. Take this vessel to the Moonwell outside of Starbreeze Village to the east and fill it with some of the waters. Then return to me. Pay heed to the lessons of the Moonwell, lest we find ourselves furthering our shortcomings. Alright. So some of you might be wondering what's going on with these Moonwells. What's a Moonwell? Well, a Moonwell is full of it's made from the original Well of Eternity, which on our map, so you see this big world. This is this right here in the middle, the Maelstrom, is where pretty much there used to be a big well. Oh, we're being attacked by a spider. Very cool. Thank you, spider. So, way back, Azeroth, the world, was found by the Titans. And Azeroth is important because it is actually a Titan's egg. The Titans saw Azeroth and realized that she was corrupted, or the process of being corrupted by the old gods that lived on her from the void. So they tried to cleanse it. There were 4 major huge old gods. That was Yasharaj, Cthulhu, Azoth, and Yaksharon. Yasharaj was the biggest of them, and so Aman'Thul, I believe, reached down from the skies and grabbed Yasharaj and ripped doing this caused a big open wound in the egg, which became the Well of Eternity, which is, in fact, Titan blood. So, instead of ripping all the other old gods off the planet, the Titans put them in prisons around the world to try to contain them, rather than outright killing, in hopes that it would save Azeroth. Then they left for whatever reason. I don't know, man. So, then life started to evolve more and more on the planet. They were dark trolls. And some of these trolls lived close to the Well of Eternity. And they started to change. They grew taller and stood up more straight. They had fair skin, and they grew extra fingers and toes to look more like the Titans, and that became the Night Elves. So elves are just trolls. So, when the Night Elves separated from the trolls, a lot of the ideals changed, and the Night Elves began praying to Elune, or Mother Moon, who is a goddess that is mysterious and we don't know much about her. Except Shadowlands kind of ruined that, but we're going to ignore that for now. So, the Well of Eternity is very powerful, and a very, very powerful Queen Night Elf named Ishara used it to basically end up summoning the First Legion invasion because she's greedy for power. And basically wanted to marry Sargeras, who's like a Titan that was basically like, hey guys, if this universe is so full of chaos, why are we even trying to stop it? So he just went away to go be edgy, I guess. And so he's trying to destroy the world and kill or corrupt Azeroth. And okay, we got Pummel. Pummel's the target. This is an interrupt. I usually put our interrupts on for. Actually, no, I'll put this one here so I can easily click it. Anyways, because I have a mouse buttons. Sargeras basically almost came through the Well of Eternity. Illidan and Malfurion and Tyrande ended up basically blowing it up, and the world, we had the Sundering, and that's why our world is broken up into all these pieces, as you can see. It's because right in the middle here is where the well was, and it broke everything, went all over the place. So, yeah. To go all the way back. Oh god, okay. So the well is what gives the druids power. It also helped make just a thing. It saturated the world in magics. And it's very important to the Night Elves because it basically is what made them immortal for the longest time. They're technically not immortal now. They lost their immortality when Nordrassil got destroyed. The Night Elves are not really portrayed lore accurately in the game, I guess. They're like savage, brutal warrior, Amazonian types. They're honestly, for lack of better words, complete badasses. But the game kinda doesn't show them like that. They joined the Alliance and now they're kind of mellowed down. They kinda just, for the longest time, were just doing whatever the hell the Alliance told them to do, which is very will say that when the orcs invaded Azeroth, Gromhelscream, who was the leader of the orcs invading, was actually scared of the Night Elves. He said something along the lines of, "These women fight with unmatched brutality," or something. And, I mean, he was right. They're horrifying. They're like 7 feet tall war machines. And they're not nice. Like, they're very, for all their kind sounding voice and all that, they're incredibly brutal, mean, savage people. And I mean, why shouldn't they be? It's worked so far, I guess. They don't trust easily. They're not exactly friendly. And they will stop at nothing to protect nature and the wild and the world they live on. In the name of a loon. And honestly, respect, so that's why we're playing a warrior, I guess. Or, well, I suppose this might be why my cousin was playing one, I don't know. I think she was just playing one because back in Classic it was one of the only races that actually looked good. The game's got a lot of graphic updates since then. You'll see when we leave the tree. Right now we're still in the old modeled area. I mean, the model that the character is fine, but the actual area around us doesn't look too great. But that'll change. This quest here, I've been running past all these things that are all lit up. I wanted to read this quest actually. That's fitting. Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you. A day never goes by that I don't wish I had a fledgling warrior to perform my bidding. You see, how do I even pronounce this? Crafting regiments. I don't need any of these, do I? Oh god, I might. These might be quest items. Should have sold things at the village. We'll go back and do that. Arena. I can make you very happy and provide you with things you've never dreamed of having. But in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain regiments. Fetch for me nightsaber fangs, stringed owl feathers, swatches of webwood spider silk. Let's keep this our little secret, night elf. So, as I was saying, night elves will stop at nothing to protect nature. This satyr just told us to go and kill animals for power, which is very much not the night elf way. We're going to do the quest anyways, because I only care about XP. But this is a little side quest line, has a little story. And in this gem, that was a nice chunk of XP. Let's go sell things. Repair our gear. Or not, I guess our gear doesn't need to be repaired, okay. Question is, do we even continue with this whole tree story, or do we abandon it when I reach the level to leave? Because, as I said, I'm going to try to play Cataclysm, and I'd like to start that ASAP. I don't know, guys. We'll see, I guess. I normally don't to stick around for the whole storyline here, so maybe this would be a good thing to play. But I don't know. I really want to just go get into Kata. The other reason that I want to play Kata right now is because Cataclysm's big bad evil guy pretty much is Deathwing, who is a very large, like massive black dragon. He is, or was, the leader of the Black Dragon Flight, which is one of 5 aspects or gifted powers by the Titans to protect the world. He is the aspect of Earth. And so, as I mentioned before, the world was infected and corrupted by old gods. Because he is the aspect of Earth, it made his mind very vulnerable to the whispers of the old gods. And because of this, Deathwing fell to madness and the whispers. He betrayed the other dragons, stole bits of their power, and then enslaved Alexstrasza, who was the queen of the dragons and the leader of the red dragons, the Lifebinder. And they forced her to lay eggs for the Dragamaw clan orcs, and forced the eggs to be mounts for war. So obviously Deathwing is a very bad guy. Now why do I want to play in an expansion with Deathwing? Well, the current expansion that is out is Dragonflight. Dragonflight is, as you could probably tell, all about dragons. And so even though Deathwing is dead, it's very important for the current story. So I thought it'd be nice to refresh on that. Anyways, we're ending in Zen's stuff now. Zen Foulhoof. Aha, well done indeed. Who would have ever guessed that I, Zen Foulhoof, would have a night elf to do my bidding? Certainly not me, but so it goes. This beloved world of ours is full of surprises. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible. Hey, taunt. That'll make enemies attack us instead of allies. Give us a bag. Yay, we're gonna replace that as soon as I get the hell out of here. Alright, the next major quest on the map is right here, you can see. Seek redemption. Oh, for what, I wonder? Could it be that I helped a demon? The Council of the Forest has news that you aided Zen Foulhoof. The satyr is an enemy of the forest. As a night elf, you should have known better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the Council if you wish to remain a friend of Teldrassil. Teach Foulhoof the lesson in you shall be redeemed. Foul cones are corrupted seeds that fall from trees. They bellow with green smoke. Give some to Foulhoof. He'll think you brought him harmless snack. I'm not really sure why this affects him, because he's a demon. But if they're full of fell energies, you'd think that he'd be like, oh, num num num, and get more powerful. But I guess that doesn't work in this scenario. I don't know. We'll see. So they're around the bottoms of the trees. There's one. Glowing over there. Belcone, 1 of 3. Give me, thank you. That's what I was talking about having a calming voice. was playing a Worgen, it'd be like really scratchy and grating. Honestly, I might change this character to be male because, my personal opinion, I like the guy's voice more, but I don't know, we'll see. There's the Falcons. Let's go give him a snacky snack, shall we? He's back over here. We're tracking the wrong quest. Lightsaber, don't you dare knock me off this mount. I will be so mad and I will be forced to throw hands. I wonder if when we get to Stormwind, if Terralion will be on the throne or not. Because I'm not technically in Dragonflight yet. Terralion is currently in the timeline, sitting on the throne. He's standing in for the king who, kinda ran away. We don't really know where he is, so, that bodes well for us on the Alliance. I say as if I play Alliance mainly. I don't really care for the factions, honestly. Just sweet night elf. I knew you would come in handy. Rabbit, no, this cannot. Rabbit be a ribbit. Sorry, you have duped me with your foul trickery, Ribbit. And look, he's already back to normal. What a guy. That's all we needed to do, I guess. Makes sense, I guess. So, a lot of reputation with their asses for that one. Terralion's on the throne though for now, so I'm wondering if when we get there, if it'll show him on the throne or not. Glad you're willing to atone for your mistakes. It speaks a great deal about your character. I have another task for you. I have gathered some iroot seeds. They are somewhat like falcons, but quite a bit more potent. Nature often responds very negatively to demons. These iroot seeds prompt a very considerate form. That reprisal. To our north in Belrock, there is a Grelkin. There are Grelkin that are far beyond redemption. Use the iroot seeds to rout them before they become a more serious threat. I see the quest up there, but we're not going to take it. It's not a main quest. I just want to continue this little storyline that we have going, I guess, for now. And I think that we are going to probably change to Kata once we get to the point where we can, because there is a lot of game to get through and not a lot of levels. We'll probably end up being max level far before we're done Kata. But that's fine. I think we go in this cave. Do we? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Let's just start attacking everything, shall we? Come at me. Guard. Trying to run away? I don't think so. No. We do this. Oh, I think that we actually have to throw this at them first. Whoopsie. That. Yeah, look at that. Gets squished. Squished and dead. Gross. Easy peasy, guys. Just gonna run through here and chuck it at everything. Oh, sturdy treasure chest. Hello. Can't do that one in combat. Well, I won't be for long. Ba-ding. Hey, look at that. Pants. I'll sell those. Back in class. classic people would have lost an arm and a leg for that chest, you know? Things have changed a lot. Yeah, keep following, buddy. Excuse you, you're supposed to be squished. Thanks, buddy. 2 more to go, and then we'll go hand in this quest. You know what? All damage, whatever. Done. Now we can leave. Don't care that I'm being attacked. Let's just get out of here. Alright, now we can mount up because they stopped chasing us. Go hand this in. Teldrassil's really pretty. I'm kind of sad it never got updated. It still has all the classic models in it, I'm pretty sure. It still looked nice even back then, though. A little, low quality, but pretty nonetheless. Good. I know this probably wasn't very pleasant work, but we greatly appreciate it. I fear our dear Teldrassil, it seems, it become corrupt by the day, and our ignorance to the cause, plaguing me greatly. Right? Well, guys, I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you for watching the part 1, and I will continue this in a part 2. You know, that's how numbers work, so yeah. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you fell asleep or relaxed. Continue next time.